Hi everyone, Ashlyn Harris here from the Orlando Pride. I brought my friend here, Jamie Tworkowski, to come chat with you about next week. It's a big week. What's next week?
September 10th is World Suicide Prevention Day. They have a game.
Big game. And a heavy day though. It's a heavy day. And I think it's something that we should talk about because I think it's important. And I'm happy that I get to bring you into my world and vice versa. I think it's a great thing because so many people are going to be together, and I assume that out of 10, 15,000 people in the stadium, someone's struggling, right?
Definitely.
And what can we do for them is kind of what we're here talking about today.
There are people in the room, or in this case in the stadium, who struggle, who are affected by things like depression, addiction, self-injury, thoughts of suicide. And I know your heart is to let people know that they're not alone.
Yeah, and I love connecting with my fans, and I think that, you know, people ask me all the time, like, why do you do what you do? And this is why. It's the interaction, it's the people, it's the message. And that's my purpose. That's what fulfills me every single day, is to share my story and to reach people on a personal level and to say, hey, you know what, like, I struggle. That's a part of my story. I struggle with a lot of different things in my personal life, in my job, in my relationships, whatever the case is, and I'm not alone. And I have people who love and support me, and when I'm not the best version of myself, they lift me, and so does the fans. The fans are a huge, huge support system for me, and when I'm struggling, they make sure to reach out, and when I see someone else struggling and they write me letters and tell me their story, I want to be a part of it because I think it's important. So I'm happy you're here, and I'm happy to talk about these tough topics that kind of no one, you know, really likes to dig deep in, and it's time that we kind of bring this to light because, as you said, you know, today, the statistic of, you know, it's at an all-time high, you know, and what can we do? What can we do to fix this? And what can we do to make people feel loved, feel valued, feel important, feel inspired to live and live a beautiful life, and to interact and not hide and be open and honest and have these difficult conversations. And that's what we're doing today.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. These are things that so many people live with, but so many people feel like they cannot talk about them. They wonder what response they might be met with. Maybe they were met with a negative response in the past. And we love the idea of trying to go there and trying to say, hey, you don't have to keep this a secret. If you struggle, if you're hurting, obviously you're not alone. But beyond that, it's important that you're able to talk about it. It's important that, just as Ashlyn said, she has a support system, that you would have a support system. You would have friends, you would have a community. And even beyond that, to know that it's okay to ask for help, to ask for professional help. And I know in my own life, as someone who struggles with depression, that's a step that I've taken. And so we're going to have a physical presence at the game next Saturday. And whether you connect with us in person, or even if you find your way to our website, one thing we love to do is to connect people to these resources, to connect people to crisis hotlines, to local counseling options. We've learned that there's so many people that have devoted a big part of their lives to helping folks in this unique way, to helping people walk through the hardest parts of their stories, the places where maybe they feel stuck, where they feel alone. And I get to be a part of these conversations where people are talking about things maybe for the first time. They're letting go of things they didn't know if they ever could, and where there's real evidence of healing and of lives changing in positive ways. And so we're really honored and excited to be there with you, and hopefully with you next Saturday, September 10th.
Yeah, and if you're struggling, if you want to feel a part of something, you know, bigger than ourselves and our lives and in our head, come out. If you need a hug, I'm here. I'm here to give you a hug. I'm here to give you a handshake. I'm here to just sit in silence if that's what it takes. But I'm here for you, and I know you're there for me. And this is family, you know? We're all in this together, and no one said it was gonna be easy. But I love you guys, and I appreciate you continuing to support me, including you, Jamie. When I struggle, he is always the first person that texts me and makes sure I'm okay. And I thank you for that and getting me involved and saving me in a way. And I want to do the same for you. So please come out to the game, reach out, tweet, text, anything you want that you feel comfortable. We're here for you, and we love you, and you're important. And keep fighting, keep living your story, because you matter.